Good evening, YouTube, and welcome back at the Manx Grand Prix 2023, day 2. And I'm afraid we have to start day 2 with some bad news. As I'm sure you have seen in the news already, a rider died during the session last night. 33-year-old Gary Wines unfortunately succumbed to his injuries after an incident in the first qualifying session of the year. The news came out today, and yeah, that was the reason for the red flag yesterday, as I'm sure you remember. Sucks when that happens, there's no other term to put it. It is incredibly sad, and I hate it when it happens, but we all know it's part of it. We've been through this topic, and it's never a topic that's easy. So I'm just really sad that that has happened, and I will never get used to it. But yeah, unfortunately, a rider has died during the first session, and my deepest sympathies and condolences with relatives and friends and everyone. So the other news that I have for you today is this. There you see it. Actually, you don't. Can't see the mountain. All you see is grey clouds. Due to low cloud cover over the mountain, the clerk of the course has decided to cancel tonight's practice and qualifying session. And that, again, as I think mentioned a few times before, is probably not so much because of the riders not seeing where they're going. The riders know the course. It's primarily because the helicopter wouldn't be able to fly, and it just wouldn't be safe, and it's probably also a bit damp up there. So unfortunately, no qualifying tonight. What does that mean for this lovely stream? That's a good question. I'm just going to randomly walk around the paddock again. Now, I really appreciate all your comments and all your views on my previous video. Super mega thanks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. My wife keeps shouting at me, I have to say this. Apparently that's what YouTubers say. So like and subscribe, there you go. I've said it, Micah, I've said it. Anyway, I'm back at the grandstand, and some of the comments yesterday were that they liked the paddock tour, so thanks for that. But they asked to maybe interact more with people and speak to people, so that's what I'm going to try tonight. We're going to randomly walk around the paddock, see who we meet, and give you an impression of what day 2 at Manx Grand Prix without any qualifying action was like. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. There, I said it again. And hopefully I'll see you for some more racing action tomorrow.
Yeah, it's Mr. All Right Mountain, mate. So yeah, they've decided to call it
Sensible decision.
Yeah, at least they called it early rather than in the old days they keep you waiting for 3 hours and then tell you. So everybody big disappointed, mate. But if it ain't clear like that, they've been watching it all afternoon. So
Yeah.
it wasn't that clear in the next hour. So they're calling it now and waiting and then calling it.
What do you, yes, so 122 average, wasn't it?
What?
122 mile an hour average, wasn't it? I think.
124 last night, 123.9 he did last night. Which is, yeah, we're pretty happy with that for the first night.
Oh, one thing I forgot to add is I'm using my Facebook page more now. Again, up on calling of my social media manager, which is my wife. She looks after that. So this is the address. I will try, so instead of just running around and doing summaries, I will try and actually live stream from the paddock or from the racing during this week on that page every night. Seems to work better on Facebook than on YouTube. And then I will use that footage here after for the YouTube videos that I upload here. But if you want to get some live coverage, keep an eye on my Facebook page, because I will try, not tonight obviously, no racing, but tomorrow, if there is racing, I will try and go live. And also, please see in the description the address of Duncan, who's a local streamer. He's always live. If you don't know him yet, go subscribe to him. He's always over at the start line, so you always get a nice YouTube live stream on the start line. I will try and be somewhere else tomorrow live streaming, because you're only 2 of us in the same place. So yeah, check out my Facebook page, tune in there during race meetings, hopefully for some live coverage. Cheers. Quiet night.
Both are Yamaha. This is a 500 TX. This is a FZR 400, 4-cylinder.
I love the difference in rear tires.
Yeah.
It's sick.
Yeah.
It's a shopping trolley,
Yeah.
and that's
It's
Right.
different. Yeah.
what lap times do you reckon with that kind of?
No, I don't remember last year, but James Hillier ride this and he did very well. Yeah, I don't remember to be honest, but over 100 for sure, 100
Wow.
miles per hour, but I don't know exactly.
It's beautiful.
And it's got just maybe 60 horsepower in the back,
That's it.
just a bit more. Yeah, just a bit more.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you wanted to buy that,
25 grand, 25,000 pounds.
okay.
Where do you come from?
Germany, but I live here.
Okay. I mean, so you know,
Yeah.
30,000 euros more or less.
Wow.
Less.
That's- And the big bike?
This one is not. It's quite important to find one because but it's a nice bike. So far, this bike had 7 podium here on Isle of Man.
Wow.
He runs since 1992 more or less, and he missed just 2 years. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
How is live on Isle of Man? It's better Germany.
Oh yeah, better here than Germany.
Better here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's warmer.
It's nicer. People are nicer. I moved here 23 years ago.
Okay. Wow, ages.
So, yeah,
Okay.
long time.
You moved here from?
Germany. I haven't regretted it. I moved away in between, but always end up back here for some reason. It's like Hotel California.
Me and Holly have been watching your videos. That's
Really?
why, yeah.
All right, thanks.
Ah.
Yeah, so you'll be in one tonight. 'Cause that's for tonight. I'll just film a bit.
Come in and talk to people. So.
By all means. Oh wait, we don't always answer. Why would you like us to talk about it?
Bikes, of course.
Oh, okay.
Steve doesn't know the script, and nor does Barney.
We don't normally talk about bikes in here, that's the problem.
Well, we do, but not all sorts of things.
Rush at the end.
Sorry, Maria.
Yes.
It's just that
Every word is like insinuation, isn't it?
since Dale's joined on, it's got a whole load worse.
It's got what?
Since you joined on, the sentences have got a lot worse.
So,
Thought we were going to get better.
A lot lower tone.
so this is Steve, and this is Barney, his eldest son.
See, that's the way it goes. That's my dad. I know he had a big paper ring, but he's all right.
And he did have a paper.
It's all right. There's 4 bikes here. So do you have a favorite? Or
We want one that finishes. That's our favourite.
And Formula 1 race team.
what's the reliability like actually on the?
The blue one.
Yeah.
Outside the door. This one here is for an Irish road race champion to ride. This is Michael Sweeney. And that
What's
one
the
there,
reliability like on the older ones?
These are work in progress. These are all development still, but they're doing well because they've just become eligible to race over here
Okay.
because they're a certain age. And,
What's the age for
It's
them?
caused a bit of a storm really amongst the traditionalists, but we don't care about that. Age is age. They're 50 plus, aren't they? Years old. So. Engines
What
are-
caused the storm then?
Well, because people say you ought to ride Manx, Nortons, and AJSs in mattresses.
Okay.
In the 500cc class, the cut-off, I'm going to get the year wrong, aren't I, Barney?
Yeah.
But is it 74? 3 was the cut-off?
Yeah, that's 50 years, isn't it?
73. And these engines were released in Japan in 74.
72, 71.
72, yeah. But they weren't released in the UK or the rest of the world until a year later, so they weren't eligible.
Okay.
but somebody's found evidence that the bike was that age.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
but because this is a 4-valve cylinder engine like the Pattern, whereas a Pattern is a £100,000 bike, these are £20,000 bikes.
Yeah.
25,000.
100 grand for the Pattern,
Yeah,
seriously.
that's how much they are now.
I mean, they sound beautiful, but I wouldn't
Yes.
have guessed 100 grand.
Yeah, well, they ought to for that sort of money, didn't they?
So
I want
True.
a choir as well.
So to be competitive without spending that money,
Yeah.
which the Norton won't be, this is the next way in sort of thing.
But Norton is just a legendary name around here,
Yes.
isn't it?
That's the problem. And that Manx Norton is because of the name Manx Norton.
Yeah, it's
Connotations of all of that.
yeah.
But they do motor, and you can get a good one going well. You know.
The other option for the 500 class is the,
So one day,
well, there's 500 twin cylinder and 500 4 cylinder. So that's a 504 that Maria's riding. So it's a Honda.
How many times has she been here? How many years has that been riding? It's different colour every year, is it?
Each one of those every session.
That's every session they go.
Every day you go on track, you go for scrutineering, so every day you get a new sticker. So that could just be last year's event and this year's event.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
So that's the technical inspection sticker to say it passed.
I'm sure someone will know online.
So yeah, so it looks like they're the first year, and last year, and then
And
this
then
year.
this year. Okay.
You don't need to ask for this. National treasure. We got Antique Road Show next. Valuing him. Oh yeah. Got this old rolling race here. How much is it worth?
Worst comes to worst, I'll end up
About 4 quid.
Yeah. Give you a fiver. I don't know what. Pinched him.
You. My dad said once, he's gone too early. Every time I went out with him like
So this unassuming little tent behind the grandstand is actually really important because it belongs to the Manx Grand Prix Supporters Club. And to tell us all about it, the Manx Grand Prix Supporters Club chairman. Can you introduce yourself to our viewers, please?
Yeah, my name's Alan Brew. I'm the MGP Manx Grand Prix Supporters Club chairman. I became chairman in 2016 of this wonderful organisation, which is a registered charity, and it's been running since 1975.
Wow.
That's when it was founded.
And
So-
what's your main purpose? To help run the event, look after riders, or
The main purpose originally, when we were founded in 1975, was to raise funds for the rescue helicopter. So in 1975 there was no rescue helicopter for practice week for the Manx Grand Prix. So marshals, etc., and local people decided to club together, create a club called the MGP Supporters Club, and raise funds in order to pay for a rescue helicopter.
wow.
So that was 1975. And right up until last year, the club has actually handed over well over £1 million towards the cost of the rescue helicopter, also other medical equipment and supporting injured riders.
So the actual running of the event, obviously that's the government, more
Yeah,
or less.
it is
And you're just looking after things.
We're just a support to the Manx Grand Prix, yeah. Yeah.
Which brings us to the next important question. Now I see you have a lot of things here where people can support on location, but how can they support you if they're not here?
Okay, membership, that's, you know, we have membership, annual and yearly, sorry, annual and life,
Okay.
The current annual membership is only £10 per year, and life membership £40.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
That's really
So we
cheap.
have
People
that-
can give more if they want to, no?
Yeah, they can. I mean, even on the membership forms, when you send in the membership, we have a section for donations as well. So we're
Okay.
able to donate.
Can they donate and sign up online, or?
The best thing is to via our Facebook page, Manx Grand
Okay.
Prix Supporters Club.
I'll link to it below.
Okay, look us up on that. There's details there about how to join.
Okay, great.
They can do it by email. That's probably the best thing.
So there you have it. So no excuse, a tenner. Come on, come on, seriously. And if you are at the Manx Grand Prix behind the grandstand, do stop by the tent here. Can't miss it. It's right next to the marshals, right behind the grandstand. They have tea, cake,
Yeah, all for a donation.
merchandise, posters. It's awesome. So support them, and thank you very much for your time.
Cheers.
What's going on here? I'll take pictures. You all right? So let me show you what the perspective is of a rider who goes up to the podium. Just imagine we're on senior race day. This is packed. You just won the senior TT. You're coming from the winner's enclosure, which is down there. Ladder gate. That's where it happened. There. I'm gonna have like a commemorative plaque fitted there. Anyway, so you come from there. You walk along here. And there's the podium. And then you walk up the famous steps, which anyone can do outside of racing. Get your picture up here. And there it is, the podium. Congratulations. So that's the view when you win at the TT or the Manx Grand Prix. Must be quite a feeling being up here, no? Of course, we are still waiting for a new scoreboard. Still not here, despite there having been promises when the old one fell apart. It simply wasn't maintained. So at some point it became unsafe and had to tear it down. And a certain MHK, Rob, said we're going to get a replacement. Where is it, Rob? Tell us. Actually, it's a good question here. So do you guys miss the old scoreboard? Is it an important part of tradition to have the scouts do the numbers and all the old style of how we used to do it? Or is it okay to move on and to replace the old scoreboard with, well, just screens or something modern? I'd be interested to know how much people actually care about these TT and Manx Grand Prix traditions, or are traditions sometimes best left in the past? Let me know in the comments. I honestly want to know. Here's another topic that's a big one this year. It's 100 years of Manx Grand Prix, well, 100 years of racing on the mountain circuit anyway. And some people, some voices I've heard here, have said, well, they haven't really put on anything, special. If you remember, back when TT had 100 years in 2007, it was like a big spectacle. They really pulled all the stops. And now 100 years Manx Grand Prix, and it's subdued. And I think the term that was being used in various interviews on the radio is disappointing. Do you think it's disappointing? Do you think they should have done more? Kept the short format, done anything special? I mean, there are some, special event laps and things, but 100 years Manx Grand Prix, should there be more of a party here? Fancy your bike? It's for sale. That's the number. Good luck.
But it don't want to be on show, does it?
Has it got an MOT?
Don't need it.
Aren't they supposed to keep going? It's even got a parking ticket.
Oh yeah, we always get
Because it's started too many times today. Got enough to see? Why are you doing that? You've got an audience, you've got a man with a camera trying to take a picture. I'm off trying to go on the mobility scooter again.
For just £50, nobody will ever see it. There you go.
Have you been on the back of it?
No, I haven't. After what Sue's told me, I'm not going on it either.
Come on, Jack.
Oh, look at his face.
It does sound nice, though, doesn't it?
Oh my God, look at your face,
What it
mate.
is. And what year is it? It's like 20?
39.
39?
That's not like
Wow.
ice cream.
Restored or original?
Original.
Did you realise
If you look at you see the pinstripe?
Yeah.
Carol, look at Jack's face.
Can I take out a spin?
Little one.
Hey?
Can I take out a spin?
When? Now?
Whenever, aye.
It's hand change.
Aye, I'll figure it. What way should
And the brakes don't work. It's different.
Where's first?
Back. That's first.
Right.
Second, third, fourth. You have to really be going for it to...
Aye, to get through the gears.
Yeah, to get through the gears, yeah.
And then,
Clutch.
what's this?
Decompressor.
Right, okay, so that's where I'm starting it.
This is advance and retard.
Yeah. Do I need to use that?
Not really, no.
Oh, Steve, he's liked it more than you do.
I'll go and get my helmet. Take her a spin.
And your leathers.
It ain't easy. It ain't easy.
Just keep running, aye.
You can pull away in second and then go straight to ball. That's all you need to do.
He reckons you can go anywhere on.
Yeah, oh, he has gone anywhere on
Where
it, but...
how far did you ride it last year?
800
Sales
miles.
pitch, then. It's still the sales pitch. Yeah, no, we're just...
800 in 1 week.
They have a week where the old boys go away. I had to drive.
If you were to buy it, what do you reckon she's worth? Or is it impossible to price?
What somebody will pay,
It's worth
isn't
it,
it?
somebody
You know?
willing to pay for it.
I'll take you out for a ride on it, Adam, first.
Right.
Yeah.
Show me how to do it. Show me how to ride it.
Yeah, that would be a good thing.
Aye.
Because it's,
Mind you, it was in this state.
it's different.
This one was one of two.
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube, yeah. Big YouTube man.
How's things going?
Yeah, alright. Didn't go very fast
When
tonight.
he says yeah, all right, he means he's qualified on both bikes already.
Qualified on both bikes, yeah.
After first session?
Yes.
Well, congrats.
We need to do, well, we've got one more lap to do.
Yeah, it's
And then we're going to do 5 in total.
Yeah. He's taking a push bike on the last one.
Yeah. Yeah, so we did 2 on the 500 and we've got a wide, FZ 750 up there. We did 2 laps on that as well, so
Nice.
we're ready to go.
All happy, but disappointed tonight, no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is what it is. You know.
The island's a curious thing at the best of times.
Yeah, he's the only privateer in the top 20.
Serious?
That is true.
17, number to look for.
Number 17.
Yeah.
All the rest are professional riders being paid by somebody.
I did ask to get paid, but
They said, no,
not happening.
I said, no, you've had the bike, that's enough payment. And I'm borrowing in my bike as well.
With a T-bike.
Wow. I have to say, you know,
So
I mean,
whereabouts are you from?
I'm from Germany, but I live here, so
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't like it in Germany.
no comment.
Well, that's the German audience backing out the conversation.
Why, what was wrong with Germany?
What's right with it?
Tell me more.
They have speed limits off the autobahns.
Well, they don't have, yeah, but well, we don't have speed limits here, but
So did you come here for work or?
yeah, I came here 23 years ago. I'm just getting out of the
okay.
wind, so I don't get the wind noise. 23 years ago, August 2000. I came here. But I've
So
been
whereabouts in Germany are you from?
Bavaria. So New Munich, go where it's really pretty, and that's where I'm going.
But it wasn't pretty enough for you.
The thing is, it's pretty if you're a tourist. If you live there, there's
It's full of tourists.
yeah, and there's nothing to do unless you work in hospitality. So.
But I have, well, there was a few German lads who came here. Reinhard Numar, do you remember him? He's
Yeah,
still
no,
racing. Yeah. He was at Donington this year.
Do you remember Schmitty from years ago?
Yeah.
Carsten Schmidt. He had an accident. Yeah, used
So
to
do you
know
have a
him.
bike yourself?
No, that
you
wouldn't
just
end well.
No?
That just wouldn't end. If you live here and you can do this.
You'll have to get Steve to take you for a run around the
Yeah, do an active lap if you want.
Yeah, on his...
Can I check my life insurance first?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, you're going to need that.
There is obviously just graphic and lapping. This is all airbrush.
I have to say, I just prefer the old bikes. They just look so much nicer and sound so much nicer than the new ones.
Yeah.
Well,
They just seem to have character. So like the new ones, they all look the same and they just
Sound the same.
and they flash past and that's it. You don't see anything.
But
Whereas you're going past so much slower, it's easy looking.
Yeah.
well, he was trying to go as fast as he could. And, well, I don't know, they've brought these classic super bikes in now, but they're very similar to just everything else,
It's
aren't they?
on the edge of modern stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what's the definition then of a classic superbike? What's the cutoff?
Well,
God knows.
There's two different cutoffs.
They keep on moving the goalposts all the time. don't they?
Ride up to 1300cc pre-86. I think that's right, and then up to 750 1996.
That's already classic. Oh, mind you, that's already 20 years old.
No. Think about it for a second.
Okay,
and then
shit.
the 90s is a long time ago.
Yeah, thanks. I'm feeling old now. Shit, the 90s is like 25. No. More.
These are pre-72. These.
Well,
So
but they've snuck them Yamas in now and they're not pre-72.
No.
So what sort of lap times do you get out of it?
On this one, I've done 101. 102.
Is that pushing it or is that comfortable?
I was trying pretty.
Yeah, you've got
a bit of a sweat when he came back in.
Is it?
I wasn't like doing a crossword or anything as I was going around. On mountain, be back to.
Yes, but it's also bilingual in here as well, being a Welsh team.
Okay. Won't hold it against you. I can speak in German if that helps.
Yeah. Gorgeous bikes.
No, but they're all, they look old, but everything on this bike is brand new.
Including the frame, everything. Well,
Yeah. Well, the frame was made in 2010.
okay.
Yeah, 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
The engine's 2 years old.
Do you actually check the frames for cracks and stuff?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
you X-ray or how does it work?
No.
Or just visual?
It's visual inspection. Normally, the braces snap in a line, so they're normally quite clear to see.
When we clean them once a year, have a look.
Yeah. Well, here
Casual
we're cleaning
glance.
them after every practice session.
Every session, so you get a good look over.
Yeah. But it's like, have you heard of Trigger's brush?
That's a very
There's
niche.
Only Fools and Horses has
Yeah.
a comedian.
Have you heard of?
Oh yes, of course.
Where
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
used to
yeah,
say
All right, Dave.
Yeah.
So it's
Well, when Trigger's saying, look, I've had this brush 20 years. It's had about 9 handles and about 10 heads on it, but it's still the same brush. These are the same. It's the same bike. It might have the seat or a tank, but you've changed the forks, you've changed the shocks, you've changed the gearbox, you've changed the engine.
To be honest, from when I built the bike in 2012, it's only the frame and the oil tank.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah. Everything else been changed. The exhaust, carburetor. This tank was new a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
A fair few years ago now.
Yeah. But the seat is recent. The exhaust came with the engine and the carburetor.
That's the seat.
Oh, that is the seat.
Yeah.
I thought there was a seat.
No, that's the seat.
He carries his own padding.
Yeah.
Okay, you got
His
to KFC
his
first.
leathers,
Cycling shorts.
his leathers are really thick.
See it?
Yeah.
I
like to be free on the bike.
Yeah.
But you know.
Don't relax. No.
So 2 years ago, this was new.
This looks like it could get hot when you
Yeah, it's not too
Yeah,
bad.
legs
when
on
the
there now?
air's going past.
It's
you
when they take the bike back off him when he comes back in, you've got to step over from the left, so you don't put your left leg onto the exhaust.
How did you learn that?
One of the other guys
Ouch.
mentioned that he's got a
scar.
Serious?
You'd only know about it for a second, and then you wouldn't feel it after that.
So 20, 22 litres? How many?
20. Well, it's
20.
when the guy made the tank, we asked him to make it 24 litres, but it's ended up about 22 and a half, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's comfortable 2 laps, or
Yeah, you did 4 laps.
4.
you do 4 laps on?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you use less in the race anyways than you would in practice because you slow down less. So the faster you go, the less fuel you use. 'Cause
We use about just under 5 litres a lap.
Wow, that's not
So you should do it on 20,
Technically,
22
it's good for the
litres.
environment by doing it.
Yeah, it's very economical. Does 37 3/4 miles to the gallon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yeah. It's more economical than my car.
Yeah, it's not too far.
We do a lap
But you've
on
got to
just
ride it
under a
30 mile
gallon.
an hour.
That's not bad.
I can't see a problem with that.
No, I can't.
You know, it's weird over here anyway because we have the government, going on about climate change and all that stuff. Oh, we have to recycle and be green. Then we go and race hundreds of machines.
No. But what we're doing is burning dinosaurs anyway, so.
That's true. Plus, there's no new bike being built, right? It's an old bike.
It's just an old bike,
Yeah. They've been recycled. every
Exactly.
year.
This is recycling. Exactly.
Yeah.
This is green racing, actually. Wonderful. I
So
get
they
you some
go-
tax credits on
They
that.
go on about these electric bikes and everything, and they're just blinking. They're like, well, shavers and stuff like that. And when the batteries run out, they'll just be thrown away.
You don't throw away batteries, but
You
I actually
can't-
like the electric bikes. I featured them from the first time when
But once the
they
battery
came.
goes toast,
it's recycled. It's too valuable to throw away.
It's like that every now and then.
I can't not.
I remember the first.
Dinner!
It's time for food.
Right, that's the end of this video.
thank you very much.
See you around.
Nice to see you.
There's someone who looks familiar. Evening.
Hello.
How are you?
The crowd.
Right. You're already on camera.
Seen, yeah.
You're popular, man.
I'm a popular man. So what do you think about my bikes?
Show me.
Yeah.
Firstly, let's go back to TT, 9th.
Yeah, that was a success.
That was
really
awesome,
happy.
man.
It was awesome
So
results
happy
for our
for you.
team. So I was really happy, because the team worked hard for that, and we were, really almost like less than privateers, I would say.
I know, and then you pull it off. It's-
And that was working for us because the atmosphere and the whole sort of a team set, it was really brilliant. I really enjoyed it, and I finished on this bike last year 8th, so that's kind of similar thing, and so we're hoping to get top 10 again this year if everything goes well. You have to have a little bit of luck, and especially now with the weather-wise,
Yeah,
as everybody dealing with. We got late arrivals because the boat was cancelled on Saturday, so we arrived only yesterday.
Oh, you were one of the ones. Oh,
Yeah, so the start wasn't really cool, but we are not losing our smiles, so we're trying to just take it as it is.
So, tell me some details on the bike.
Yeah, the
What-
bike
what are we
is
looking at?
pretty much standard. The horsepower is about 119. So compared to other super bikes, we are a little bit, less horsepower in it, but it's a
Okay.
reliable bike. It has, proper suspension. We have, changed the brakes, front brakes, because apparently the old brakes were not really good. So happy with the brakes for sure.
Did you went out yesterday? Or?
No, I haven't because I arrived.
Oh, you only
late.
arrived.
Only arrived 8 o'clock, so everything was gone. So, and I've been on this bike twice. First time on it, I finished 9th. So number 9 is pretty good for me, I would say.
so that's fine. And last year 8th, so got the fastest lap around on the bike, so happy days. And so just hopes that we get some qualifying sessions done, which should be tomorrow. Tomorrow weather should be better, so we're hoping to get 2 laps on that.
Do they make allowance for anyone who couldn't make it? Or
I don't know. Yeah, they actually will do some extra, probably
extra session or squeeze you in at the back or something.
I think so.
It's not fair. I mean, it's not your fault.
I know it's not fair, but you cannot do much about it, and the organizers are trying their best, to help the riders, So the organizers are really doing a great job. They give me a riders briefing today, so that was really good. And more interesting is this bike, which I'm riding this year as a new thing. It's a 2-stroke Yamaha TZ 250. So that's gonna be very interesting for me because I'm not really a 2-stroke rider.
What's the difference in style?
Oh, it's a big difference. It's a massive difference. I can tell you, and people who knows 2-stroke, they know, because you have to use lots of clutch. You have no engine braking. You have to really watch out, listen the sound of the engine if it doesn't seize. So it's, and the elevation, the jetting, so many things which you can go wrong, because either you run it too lean, either you run it too rich. If it's too rich, it will not maybe seize, but it's not go that fast. So always
completely different style.
Completely different style, and the bike weight is only 100 kilos.
Wow.
So just imagine that so light bike on the bumps goes completely different style.
Is that in horsepower? No.
I don't know what horsepower the bike have. I would say something about 60 horse. I don't know.
Okay.
I cannot say because I'm not the owner of the bike. I don't know much about it, so it's hard for me to say anything about it. But I rode it once, in a below circuit, before the TT. I was dicing for 3rd place there, trying to fight for it, and then I lost it in one of the corners. Very small we crashed.
Oh, that was that bike? Huh?
Yeah, it was okay. It was not really much damage, but once you crash, you have to be out of the race. So, but I like the bike. I enjoyed the ride in it. It was really cool. So I'm really happy with it.
You take them both out tomorrow? Or?
Yeah, I'm trying to take 2 laps on the superbike and 2 laps on this. So first probably the superbike again, and hopefully it goes well.
I love the sounds of the 2-strokes.
Yeah,
I just prefer that. Yeah, the smell as well.
And when you open up, when you're going in this higher Fs, it's so enjoyable to ride it. But when it comes to the cornering, it is difficult. It is difficult because you have to really do everything right. So
there's a lot of going on, a lot of manual riding, proper.
Yeah, you have to ride it really proper way, and it takes lots of commitments to go to the corners that speed, because you are not used to it from the bigger bikes. But this bike can go very quickly, change the direction or something. Look at that one. That's a proper classic bike from 1927.
Wow.
That's really proper classic.
It's gorgeous. He didn't write that here, did he?
No, he didn't.
Put it in the van.
He just took it for the spin, so enjoying it. So at least someone got the lap.
Yeah,
you even rode it with a stand, you see.
2 bikes and 3 cars.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's the way the bike is ridden.
Ale do hospody nejdu, Michale. Full. Musím to rozebrat.
Yeah,
I'm seizing.
He's seizing the bike.
I have to clean the piston and put another carb in there. I have to work on it.
Right. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting night then.
Yeah, it is.
But it's beautiful. Just imagine that people were riding around this course in the past. It's unreal.
Jan.
Yep.
Can you switch that back light off? It's blinding me.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Can you put it on the camera?
Yeah, nice light.
Okay. Why don't you put a candle in it?
Yeah, it's a carbide. Actually.
Are you taking part in the parade lap?
No. But on Sunday, on the the open lap, or how do they call it?
Yeah, the TT, 100-year lap centenary.
Something like that. Yeah.
Cool.
But it's really cool. I cannot even think about riding these kind of bikes because for us.
Well, that's how they started, right? Back in, were you here in 2007 when they did the reenactment?
Oh no, I wasn't. I started to come to TT 2009, so I haven't seen that.
I'm sure there's some videos somewhere. They reenacted the first one, and they got a lot of period bikes. Once they started their engines, you couldn't see anything. Like the whole grip was gone. It was beautiful to see that.
Yeah, cool.
It was a different time now. Cool. Well, I'll have to get on with it. Good luck tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully weather will play the game with us, because it's really against us now, because cancelling the boats, I think this island haven't seen yet, so
Yeah,
it must be terrifying weather on the sea.
I think it's to do with Haitian port because it's so narrow. So if the wind is the wrong direction, they just can't go in.
Yeah, I can imagine that. So
Well.
I'm not blame him then. So
It's the weather. There's nothing you can do about it.
it's just one of these things.
The fun of road racing. Cool. I'm gonna head off.
Yeah, good to see you
I'll
again.
see you during the week. You
after-
too. Best of
after
luck.
time.
And I'll see you during the week. And then we'll get in touch before next TT.
Yeah, we try.
That is like my Sunday. When you put it on the stand, you've got to go. You've got to go.
Right. I'll head off. Cheers,
Good
mate.
to see you.
See you later, mate.
Bye.
So, with a quick visit to Indy's tent, catch up with him. That's pretty much it for me for tonight. It's very, very quiet up here, as you can see. Most teams have packed up, gone to the pub, or gotten an early night. So not much more to report, but I hope you like that little more in-depth look. Actually, I like that kind of format. I'm going to try and do more of that. So hopefully tomorrow we'll be luckier with the weather. There's nothing you can do. It's an island. It's the outside, the elements. So let's hope that we will have some racing tomorrow. If we do, I'll be back up here. As mentioned, check out my Facebook page. I will try and do some live bits from when the actual qualifying starts, just before probably. And then upload something after to this YouTube channel again. So please like and subscribe. There, Micah, I said it again. And that's it from me for tonight. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.